All right, I got something to talk about here. How about politics? But I'm not talking about international, national politics and stuff. I'm talking about like typical politics when it comes to well, that's exactly what it is. So let's get into it. Politics usually consists of a lot of things. I feel like sometimes people get too primal. When you get too primal, and I mean even as a mindset, when you get too primal, it takes away from the actual rules and stuff. I know some people say, "Well, oh, life's not a game," but sometimes how are you gonna play it then if it's not a game? You know what I mean? How are you supposed to play life if it's not a game, huh? But I mean, there's politics. And there are things that go into politics. Politics can have to do with, for example, my life. Okay, politics have to do with the people in my life. Politics can have to do with me, right? Now, when it has to do with me, the people in my life is included with me. My status is me. What I own is me. What I do is me. What I'm made up of is me. Okay, here's one that I was talking about when I talked about money. I related money to respect. I'm gonna relate politics to respect. Now, I'll be honest. I'm not respect crazy. Okay, I'm not the type of guy who will say, I don't. I'm not that crazy about respect. Okay, having respect is a nice thing, but there's no way you're gonna get respect all the time because people will disrespect you. Do you know what I mean? That's just gonna happen. I mean, the thing is that like on the lower end and on the lower level, people will be scared of certain people, right? They will fear and respect somebody, and that person will get fear and respect among your common people. But you see them with people like somebody else, and like they're like vermin, man. They turn into vermin. They make an ugly face. They start pouting like they're gonna cry. They shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, you live in a lesser world, man. I know you think right now because you're talking to me that you're not in a lesser world. And that you think you can fuck with me and that makes you more powerful or something. First of all, you're an idiot. And you're fucking yourself over. You know what I mean? But to continue on, you have people like that. But the thing is, you can't get respect everywhere. I mean, your enemy doesn't need to respect you at all. You know what I mean? Somebody that doesn't like you is not gonna respect you. You know what I mean? Typically, if you're somebody who generally gets respect by the public, people may respect you because of that fact, or show you respect because of that fact. You see what I'm saying? They may show you respect based on the fact, okay, well, everyone is respecting this person. He's in public right now. I don't want to do the wrong thing, and I want to make sure that, that he is that I respect him like everybody's respecting, because it's not gonna look good, right? And then at that level, but the thing is, currently in my life, nobody's really gonna disrespect me to a crazy point. You know what I mean? Like people, they do whatever they do or whatever. But I'll be honest, because there's a reason I'm saying this. Like I can picture myself being in Dubai, or London, or Paris, or New York, or something. And somebody may come up to you, but I'm being honest, like I'm just being real with you, right? I'm being totally real with you. The average person probably wouldn't come up to me and disrespect me. Somebody might, but I know that with me, if somebody directly came up to my face and started up first and started disrespecting me, it would typically be somebody that believed that they were at a higher level than me. They would do it out of ego. And if they'd be doing it, I can't picture your average person doing it. I mean, it'd be somebody that be a little crazy with superiority, and that happens. You know what I mean, dude? It's not about class and about level or anything like. When you have different classes of people, right? Let's say there's 8 of them that are hanging out in a group, or 10 of them that are hanging out in a group. You will always have one asshole. Typically, a group of 8 or 10 guys at least always has one asshole in there. Okay, and assholes with superiority, like when they see somebody that the public respects or whatnot, they may feel triggered or tempted to screw with that person. They could be worth a lot of money. They could be worth $500 million, $200 million. They could belong to a very rich family, and they may feel like, you know, that they will disrespect you, and the public is not gonna do shit about it or anything, and they can disrespect you in front of anybody. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that kind of thing can happen. Now, I can see that happening to myself. You know what I mean? But your average person at this point, or even your average rich person, or even whatever, I don't see that happening. Really, I don't see that happening anywhere. Just wouldn't be too smart to do that. But this is a different place. You know, Toronto is a different place altogether. You don't really get that in Toronto. You don't get that a lot in Toronto at all. You will see that in Dubai. I've seen it in Dubai. I've seen it multiple times. Okay, I've seen people just, you know, people who have money. I've seen them just act very disrespectfully publicly. Okay, I've seen that. I'm not criticizing them, to be honest, because that's their lifestyle. Why the hell would I criticize them? But I've seen that happen. In my few weeks in Dubai, I saw that happen publicly. You know what I mean? And the truth is, it doesn't look nice, but they'll get away with it because, you know, I told you, every group of guys, when you talk about 8 or 10 guys, every group has an asshole. Guaranteed. You know, you could have a very rich group of guys, and some of them are quite respectful. Typically, with a group of guys, no matter what level or class they are, some of them will be disrespectful, some of them will be in the middle, and a couple of them will be total assholes, right? And to get somebody, you know, like let's say somebody like me, for him to do that in publicly and punk me would be like, wow, you know, he'd feel good about himself. You know, he'd feel good doing that, right? Because that's something that they do anyways. He probably does that every weekend or whenever he goes out. He probably does it just out of nature, like he doesn't even intend to, or he doesn't really plan it. He just kind of does it. You know what I mean? So I can see that happening. I know that may happen. At the same time, and to be very honest, if you want the truth about what I would do in that situation, I would just gauge the situation. I would gauge it like, all right, according to where I am, and what's going on, and according to who he is, what would be the appropriate action? You know, I would have to assess the situation and pick an action. Now, I could, I'd see what I do. Now, I typically, if it's somebody very high profile who's spending a lot of time there and everything, I probably don't want to mess with them. So what would I do? I would, and here's one of the things everybody knows, that I know that publicly people have a feeling like they gotta lie sometimes, or make things like bring their bravado up. I'm a low baller, even when it comes to public respect and all that. I always lowball everything, money or anything. I'd rather hit it accurately and know that I hit it rather than be too close and go over. All right, it's like when you put a bid into Price is Right. It's better to be lower than go over. If you go over, you get buzzed and you're out. You know. But if you're lower, you still have a chance and you're still in the game, right? So to be honest, I would, just being honest, I would assess the situation and say, okay, what can I get away with here? Now, to be honest, I am not an asshole. So if someone's an asshole to me, I'm not an asshole back. Or somebody bullies me, I'm not a bully back. I just, I may react depending on how I feel about the situation, how I'm feeling and how I'm thinking about the situation. I would assess the situation. Most likely, either I could get away with something snarky, and I could say something to him, a little snarky comment, and thinking that he may take that and say that's good enough and leave. I would. Chances are, I probably wouldn't pick a fight with a guy right there. And most likely, if he is a big shot in that area, I would just say, you know, I may just ignore the person. I may just ignore them and go on my way. You do your thing here, man. And typically, I do kind of get under people's skin a bit. So I would probably, and I'll tell you, I'd probably say, hey, you do your thing, man. You're the guy here. You know what I mean? You're the guy here. This is your area, you know? And he would understand that. And to be honest, he would feel intimidated. All right? Because if I said that to him, he'd be thinking, what if one day I go to the wrong city or the wrong country and you know what I mean? That's what his mind will start thinking when I say, hey, you're the man here. He'll think, oh fuck, you know, if I go to like, I love going to doing summer vacations or winter vacations at different places. What if I get bullied? You know what I mean? He's gonna be like, holy shit, I don't want to get my ass punked. You know what I mean? That's probably how it would happen. Now, we started to talk about politics, and to be honest, I don't know shit about politics, so I can't get into that at all. Right? I people typically have such a large resume when it comes to people have been some kids start politicking from the first day of school. Some kids are politicking as early as middle school and high school. Some kids wait till they're adults and they have jobs and they can support themselves and everything. They're independent, and then they start getting into politics. Everybody does it. That's my idea of getting into politics because, like I told you, crocodiles and sharks have a certain way that they behave. You know what I mean? And that's all it is. So. Without further ado, am I a performer now? Can I get performer points and get more views, please? I'm stuck at 10,000 views and I desperately need more. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to hit 10,000, to be honest. I wanted to hit 10,000 views. I'm glad I hit it. I probably won't become hungry for more views again for a little while. But at some point when another milestone comes along, I'll happily report it right here. All right. And I'll report it here because, that's what I should do. I'm not a YouTuber, by the way. Right? Do I sound familiar? I'm not a YouTuber, by the way. I'm not a YouTuber. This is more of like this is something better. Okay, I'm not saying better than YouTube. It's better than this has like real grit to it. This has depth to it. You know what I mean? All right. So, anyways, I'm gonna say good evening. We are in the evening. I'm your pilot for today. I was not your YouTuber, but I am your pilot. So that's it.